Welcome back, everyone. It's time for part 3. We're getting there. We are slowly getting there. Gonna be doing bag 5 and 6 for sure today. Maybe bag 7. It's still up in the air. I hope this is a little bit of a better angle of the build. Let's set these guys off to the side. This should be a little bit better of an angle. I can move it down too. But yeah, we're gonna do bag 5 and 6 for sure. And maybe 7. 7 is still a question mark if we'll get to it, but hopefully we will. So yeah, bag 5, baby. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. It's freezing cold here, and I'm tired of it. Man, I still love this set. It doesn't have any stickers. That's so good. Still love it. I haven't built any of this off stream, so I thought about building off stream because I wanted to build a little bit last night, but I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta wait. It just makes me more excited to build it on Saturday. Oh, if I'm right, the new YouTube video should have gone out at noon today. I kind of forgot that was going out. Should have gone out today at noon. I'm gonna be probably doing full-length video or some kind of video every Saturday and probably a YouTube short every Wednesday. That's probably the schedule for now, and then a stream on Saturday. Could get bumped up to 2 a week, but that's still up in the air. Is bag 5 just a bunch of decoration? It might be. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Oh. Now they're in here. Wondering, like, where are they? Where they at, bro? Where they at? Oh, it's fucking too small. Of course it is. Damn it. Too small. It's too damn small. Where is the last one? Oh, there it is. I say, don't tell me I'm already missing a piece. I just started it. Yeah, this is just decoration. Hang on a sec. Let me check something. Okay, we're good. We're good. I wonder how many satisfying clicks we're gonna have today. That felt like I was about to break that fucking piece. That click did not feel satisfying at all. Yeah, make these. What are these supposed to be lights? I think so. Some kind of light. I think next weekend I'm gonna try out a YouTube stream. No, well, maybe not next weekend. Maybe the weekend after. We'll see. I might be busy next weekend. I might not be able to stream this. So there might not, there's like a 60 or 70% chance that I won't be streaming next Saturday. Kind of a high chance, but sometimes you just got other things to do. I don't know, maybe I can get a stream in earlier in the week to make up for that. Okay, it is lights. Yeah, it's lights for the stage. Okay. We'll do the drink of the stream in a sec. Because I do have a new drink for this stream. I've had this drink before, but I haven't had this flavor. So it's new. New to me, kind of. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Oh shoot, I have to do two of them? I didn't read. I guess I need to make two of them. Wonder if I'll have a scratched up window piece. I see some window pieces again. Well, wonder if I'll have another one that's scratched to hell like last weekend. Oh shoot, it's right there. Damn it. Okay. God, I hope I don't have another one that's scratched like that one was. I would hate that. That would suck so bad. Oh. Okay. And then it just clicks in to these little arms. Ah, okay, that's cool. Then you got the stage lights. Very nice. Oh, now we're gonna put on outdoor stuff. Okay. Today's stream drink is a good old Celsius watermelon flavored. I haven't had this one yet. I've had the mango passion fruit one, but I haven't had the watermelon. Please be good. Smells good. Tastes pretty good too. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Okay. Okay, there's one. Now I need to do another one. Real satisfying clicks on this one. That's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's a good bag. The satisfying clicks. Even though I hate ASMR, I still like the satisfying click. Here, let me see if I can get a good one. Ooh, that was a good one. Don't mind me, it's just me and my talking about the satisfying clicks. Ow, that one hurt. That one hurt me. It hurt me. Green. White. And then red. Okay. Alrighty, looks very nice. Well, now we gotta make a light and a little sign. I got nothing to talk about today. Nothing to talk about today. Kind of quiet, because it's freezing cold outside. Well, it's not as cold as yesterday. Yesterday was really cold. Today's sunny, but cold, but not nearly as cold as like the last 3 days. The last 3 days have been like super duper cold. So, honestly, today's doesn't feel like a heat wave, but it kind of does, if you know what I mean. Compared to, see, last night when I went to bed, it said it was -2. Right now it's 34. So yeah, kind of all over the place. It's supposed to get warm it's supposed to get warm next week. Again. We'll see. We'll see. Or making the Taylor sign. Not Taylor Swift, a different kind of Taylor. There we go. Looks very nice. Very nice, very nice. What is that, gray? Oh, there it is. I thought it was gold for a second. I was hoping to get a 501st battle pack the other day. Actually, yesterday I looked, none. And this is the same store that had them early, or they had them like a 1 week early in December before they even came out. Just like, really? What? And now you don't have any. Suspicious. I don't even know if they were street dated. I don't think they were. They might have been, but I don't think they were. I should have gotten one then, but I didn't. I thought about it, but I didn't. Because I think I assumed I would just get them when I made my online order for this one, because I knew I was going to get this day one. But I guess I just never did. Okay. Oh. Damn it. I'm clumsy today. I'm clumsy today. I'm clumsy today, mate. I'm clumsy. I'm feeling a bit clumsy. Okay, let's go under there. Okay. Kind of thought about getting one of those organizers for Lego pieces and stuff, just so it makes building easier, but I don't know. Just like a little plastic tray like that, has like little squares in it that I could put pieces in. I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of good. Maybe make my building a little more efficient, easier to find pieces, rather than all being in, you know, the pile you see here. But I don't know. I might get that today, I don't know. We'll see. What an interesting little thing here. Don't know what this is supposed to be exactly, but I'm sure I'll find out. Where It is lapis et. Wait, it is lapis. It is lapis. Sounds like I was saying lapis from Minecraft or something like that. Oh shoot, I gotta put these weird things on first. These little things. Don't actually know what this piece is supposed to be called, but it's a weird piece, I know that. Ticket. Oh, is this the... Oh, it's the ticket booth. Okay. I see, I see. The ticket booth for the little jazz area, I think. Please don't be scratched. Please don't be scratched. Oh, it's not scratched. We got another door too. Hopefully that's not scratched either. And now we add the door. Don't be scratched, don't be scratched. Not scratched. How come now only that one piece was like really scratched? Neither one of these is scratched. Alright, that makes me a little upset. Okay. I need 2 more of them. Jovi, happy Saturday. How you doing? You missed last weekend's stream. How are you? This is the drink today. Good old Celsius. Hope you're having a great Saturday, Jovi. We are on bag 5. Hoping to do 5 and 6 for sure. Maybe bag 7. You're good. I was gonna ask, yeah, that drink of the week is Celsius. Last weekend it was a Rockstar Recovery. Like, what was that? Strawberry lemonade or something like that. It was okay. This one's better. At least I think it is. It was originally gonna be, today's drink was originally gonna be kombucha again, a different flavor though, but then I was like, I need caffeine. So, yeah, I decided to go with this instead. Oh shoot, it's 2 of them? I thought it was only 1. Yes, you are a mod, Jovi. I sent you a message that you were a mod. What are you talking about? Obviously, you didn't read it. That is very obvious you didn't read it when I sent you that earlier this week. I told you that on like Wednesday or something like that. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. Why is it yellow? I did read it. I'm just admiring my sword. Are you modded in like... You have to be modded in a good amount of streams now, right? You're modded in JoJo's. I know that. I think you're modded in Sean's. Probably modded it in Rachel's as well, whenever she ever decides to stream again, who knows. Probably Dayholt as well. That's just my guess. I'm guessing you're modded in probably 5 different streams. In more channels than I watch than not. Oh my god. I am not modded in anything, but I'm a VIP in 1. And you already know which one it is, so. Actually, I might be a VIP in 2. 1 for sure. Maybe 2. But the second one hasn't streamed in like a year, and you know who I'm talking about. You'll make me a VIP on your channel. You can't, because you can't make people VIPs until you have like, I think it's like 100 followers. No, 50? 50? It's 50 or 100 or something like that. So I know you, I know you can't do that, Jovi. It's not gonna happen. I gotta put in this turn, this weird thing. What is this? Oh, okay. It's a little thing to go on top of the ticket booth for, they'll show like all the showings and stuff. Okay. I'll start streaming tomorrow. You got a long way to go, Jovi. You got a long way to go. I think at the start of this stream, I was talking about possibly doing the next stream on the YouTube channel instead. Because I've noticed I've started to pick up some traction there. Also, Jovi, did you see the YouTube video yet? I think it went up at noon. I actually kind of want you to check because I don't know if it did or not. I had it scheduled to go up at noon. It's like a seven minute video or something like that. And then part 2 will be next weekend. I had to split it into 2 parts because one video, it kind of felt like a little bit too big of a video. So part 2 of today's video will be up next weekend. It is already edited though. I edited it Thursday. It's posted, but you haven't watched it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was up there. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed watching it back. I thought it turned out to be pretty good. Honestly, I think part 2 is worse. Part 2 is like, there's some good stuff in part 2. There's some good stuff in part 1. But part 2, I don't know if it's as good when I was editing it. But I was like, oh, I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't think either of these videos are gonna do amazing, but they're fun to do every once in a while. And I'm gonna record some stuff this coming week too, so get some Roller Coaster Tycoon in there, get some YouTube shorts going. Gonna have a YouTube short every Wednesday, I think. Like the addition of the hat today. Good, good. I was originally gonna do a beanie, but my new black beanie isn't here yet. So we're doing a hat instead. And I didn't mean to go all white and black, but I mean, I was wearing a red shirt, but it's cold out, so I had to throw on the sweatshirt. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Gave the video a like and a view. Oh, thank you, Jovi. So maybe I'll even comment too. Oh no. Oh no, what kind of comment is this gonna be? You would be the first to comment, Jovi. You could be the first. You could be the first comment ever, actually. I think you'd be the first comment ever. I don't know though. It'll be a surprise. I like surprises. I had the realization on Wednesday or Thursday, that to play the Horizon Forbidden West DLC that comes out in April? I think it's April. You have to have the PS5 version because because the DLC is not coming to PS4. The Burning Shores DLC is not coming to PS4. It's only PS5. So that just came today, and I'm actually really excited to play it a little bit tonight. Just playing around the game on the PS5 instead of the PS4 with those quicker load times. So yeah, I had to get that, but we got it. We got a good price for it too. Lucky I have a PS5. I've had a PS5 for now, like, I've had it for a month now, I think. Or just about a month. I've had it for a little over a month. Because I got it like the week before Christmas. Or a few days before Christmas. So I've had it for a little over a month. And so far, I really like it. But I still find myself playing my PS3 and PS4 more. Just because of my backlog of games. Now that's actually started to change a little bit this week because I've been playing the PS5 a lot more this week because I've finally been finishing PS4 games that have been in the backlog for like a year. But there are still some on there. Like I still need to finish Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, I think that's it for PS4. Then on PS3, I've got Tomb Raider Underworld, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. There's a lot. The backlog is very large. But I'm almost done with The Last of Us Part 1. Almost done. I'm like... Well, you say almost done, but The Last of Us is a long-ass game. So I'm probably like at... I don't know... 60 to 70% done with it right now. I'm getting there. I'm just about to go to reach the St. Mary's Hospital with Ellie. That's how far I am. I am missing one piece. Where is it? Does it exist? Oh, there it is. I'm blind. There's supposed to be an extra one of those, but there's not. Okay. I don't know why there's not, but there's not. We'll ignore that. Jovi, you gotta send me your PSN username in like the message on Snapchat or like a DM on Instagram so I can add you and we can play some games. You gotta do that. Or at least so I can have you as a friend on there. You know my username. My username's the same for everything. Literally is the same for everything. I never change it. Because if I change it, I'll probably just forget it. Like the only one that's kind of different is my Minecraft one, because my normal one was already taken. So that one's a little different. And then my like EA battle log, that one's slightly different too, but that one's also kind of old. Like I created that when I was still playing Battlefield 3 and back in 2013. That one's like 10 years old. What's my username and password? What do you mean my username? What do you mean? What are you talking about? You ain't hacking my account. What do you mean, Jovi? Well, what's yours? If you tell me yours, maybe I'll tell you mine. Routing number for your banking. Jovi, I'm gonna need to see your social security number. and your driver's license and all your credit cards. I need to see those too. That's the only way you're getting it. I have to see those first. I need to have some kind of identification. I will send you a snap. I will send you a snap of my birth certificate. Jovi, I'm gonna need some evidence to prove that you are in fact a U.S. citizen. I'm gonna need some records. That's the only way you're getting it. This looks really nice. I really like the little design touches on here. I'll show you all in a second, but it looks very nice. Why does it feel like I screwed up? That's because I did. Damn it. That's what I get for not paying attention. A new snap. What? Let me look. Yes, I did. I got it. I will look at it after the stream. I have to edit this because I screwed up. Yep. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Now I gotta tear everything apart because I can't read directions. Damn it, dude. Everything's falling apart. I just gotta go back and, you know, fix all my mistakes. Oh, screw it. I'll just do it again. A man of my word. The build looks good. So I like it, besides this part, because I screwed up. I would already be on bag 6 if I wouldn't have screwed this part up. I was actually, you know, paying attention. Damn it. You are distracting me. No, I did it myself. You're not doing anything, Jovi. I'm doing it myself. That explains why it wasn't very structural. Too busy talking. All right. This is much better. There we go. Much better. Got the little signs. Much better. You better like my comment on your video later or else. Is that a threat? Sounds like a threat. Are you threatening me? Oh, this looks nice. You never told me where the hell this piece is supposed to go. Did I miss something? Oh. Goes like right in the center. We're gonna go with that. Then this goes right here. Oh, look how nice that is. It's a promise. Here. Nice ticket booth. can open the door. Very nice. Bag 6 was just all details. Bag 6, bag 5. It looks very nice. I'll give a close-up at the end. Oh yeah. Bag 6. Bag 6 is... Oh, bag 6 is the second floor. Or at least the start of the second floor. Probably not the whole second floor, but the start of it. Okay. Alright, let's not screw up like last time. Like the last bag. Where I screwed up right at the end of the bag. Had to spend 10 minutes trying to fix my mistake. Because I forgot a whole row of pieces. I just request you on PSN. Okay. I will look at it later. Shoot. I was hoping I wouldn't have to get in these smaller bags until then. Until later. Damn it. Alright, Jovi, what do you think if I got like a little piece organizer? Like just like a little plastic tray that just made it easier to find pieces. What would you think about that? Because I'm kind of thinking about getting one specifically for organizing and these streams. I just want to know what your thoughts on that would be. I even checked the close friends box. Oh, I think that sounds like a good idea. Okay, I can send you a picture of what it looks like later. But someone I watch, actually a stream I'll probably watch tonight, they use one of those, and I really want to get one. Because I thought that'd be really good for me. As you can tell with me, it takes forever for me to find pieces. So I thought it might help a little bit. But I can send you a picture of it later. Oh, I'm looking at all my 77 platinums, I think it's 77. Although a good amount of them are repeats, and I'm about to have another repeat soon, because I'm just going to upload old save data and get a platinum instantly for Forbidden West. Yeah. So but a lot of them are repeats, so it's more like 50 or 60 if you don't count the repeats. Dude, I've been playing for a long time. I've had my PlayStation account since 2013. That same account. I don't play it nearly as much as I used to. But that's just also I don't have the same amount of time that I used to. Chance 50 or 60. Not bad. Okay. Dude, there's people that have like 200, 300. So I'm nothing compared to that. I just do it because it's fun. If I don't... I 100% a game if I really enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not just gonna slug it out. I go after the games that I really enjoy. That's why I have duplicates. Because it's like, so it's on 2 consoles and it's so good. I'll play it again. I think Life is Strange, I have 3 platinums for it because there was the PS3 version, the PS4 version, and the remastered version. So I have 3 of them for the same game. But I love that game to death. It's one of my favorite series. Oh, Joe V, have you watched The Last of Us yet? I finally watched the first episode of The Last of Us last Sunday. Sunday? Saturday? Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, I watched it last Sunday. But episode 1, I mean, it's a little slow to start, but it goes pretty close to the game. Not exactly, but it's got to say at least 60% of the elements from the game. Episode 2, I'm going to watch either tonight or tomorrow. And then I'll get to episode 3, and I think... Is episode 3 the one that just came out, or is it episode 4 that came out? Heard the latest episode is really good and sad. Well, 2 is them going through the city, I think. Oh! 3, oh, yeah, I know exactly what it is. Yeah, I've kind of already seen a few little snippets, screenshots of it. It has to do with Bill, doesn't it? Yeah, I already know. I already know what happens there, yada, yada, yada. You kind of already know what's going to happen because you played the game, which is, don't get me wrong, I think it's a cool show, but when you've already played the game and it goes pretty close to the game, you kind of already know what's going to happen. Like, I was watching the first episode, and I'm like, oh, it's like an hour and 20 long, kind of long. That was then kind of dragged it out a bit. I thought the first episode was a little too long. I understand it's the start of the series, but just a little too long. But I enjoyed it, but I also knew what was going to happen. And it's great for people who've never played the game or never seen anything from it. And it's like a whole new thing for them. But for someone who's already played the game, well, twice now, I already know what's going to happen. And it's kind of not as fun, but it's still kind of interesting. Because they do change a few things. I know that, but not a ton. Which is good. Dude, it's hard to adapt video games to movies and TV shows. I mean, look at... I never watched a Nathan Drake movie. I kind of want to. But like, look at Tomb Raider. Like, we had the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider. The first one, then Cradle of Life, like 2 years later. And those were... They didn't do great, but I enjoyed them. but I also love the series. I guess Star Wars games do pretty good, but Star Wars is kind of easy because it started as a film rather than a game. But like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. I think The Last of Us is a really good one. I saw a post on Reddit last night that said the next HBO adaptation should be like Control. And I thought that would be awesome. Control is an amazing game for anyone in here who hasn't played it. Would highly recommend. It is one of my favorite games ever. I want to play it again. Like after I finished it, I was wishing for even more because it was so enjoyable. But yeah, I think the show's good, and I'm gonna watch more of it this weekend. I'll probably always be like an episode or two behind. But I really like it. It just kind of sucks because I know what's gonna happen. Oh shoot. There we go. Okay. 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 There. I just went through and liked all your YouTube videos. You went through all 62? I want to say it was 62 when oh, you even like the early cringy ones? Ah. The other day I thought about going back and looking at my first video as like a, you know, one of the old trendy reacting to my first ever video, but oh my god, I don't want to do that because that first video is so bad. I mean, that was only like 3 years ago? 2? 3? I want to say 3. I don't remember. But it was a Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 video. And man, that was so bad. I was so nervous. It was so bad. It's not that, it's cringy, Jovi. What do you mean it's not that cringy? It is cringy. I cringe every time I listen to it. It's like, no, like I've tried to rewatch it just to see and see how far I've come. And I'm like, no, I can't make it through like the first 10 seconds. It's just, oh, it's just bad. Editing is bad. Yeah. I can't go back and watch them. I've tried. I can't. I'll share it to my Facebook wall. No. God, no. I don't even know the password to my own Facebook. That's why I've been locked out of Facebook for like 6 years. I wouldn't use it anyway, but no. Remember when Facebook used to have games? Those were the good old days. When Facebook had games. And they were actually good games. Let's skip a page. No, I just skipped the whole, you know, section. Okay. 1, 2. Those 2 and then 2. You look like a Farmville person. I used to play Farmville. You're right. I used to play Farmville. Let's see. I used to play Farmville. But I think I played it for like a year and then I didn't touch it anymore. Because it just wanted to be a bunch of microtransactions. I used to play a game called Wild Ones, I think, which was like a online like 4-player online free-for-all kind of thing where you had different weapons and stuff. That also had microtransactions. I never actually paid for anything in that though. I used to play Bejeweled. My mom used to play Bejeweled a lot, and she was like really good at it, and I always sucked. I was always like bottom of the leaderboards. I've just never been good at those quick reacting puzzle games. I'm okay at them now. When I was younger though, I was terrible. That's why I've never played like Candy Crush or anything like that. I used to play Zuma. I enjoyed Zuma a lot. I think that's pretty much it though. There might be 1 or 2 I don't remember the name of. So my mom, I'll have her send you crops. Jovi, I don't even know, is Farmville still on Facebook? Because I don't even know my Facebook password anymore. Or email. Like, I'm locked out of that account. I look like a Club Penguin player too. Never played Club Penguin. No, never played it. I played Pop Tropica. I did play that. But I never played Club Penguin. I played the crap out of Pop Tropica before it got kind of terrible. I used to play the crap out of that game. When I was in like elementary school. But I never played Club Penguin. Never have. Although I do find the Club Penguin memes funny. But no, Club Penguin. I did not play that. Kind of surprised I never did. What games did you play, Jovi? That's what I want to know. Did you play Club Penguin? I played a lot of RuneScape, but you're too young for that probably. Yeah, I never played RuneScape. I also never played Roblox. Roblox was kind of after me. I did play Minecraft. And I still play Minecraft a little bit now. I've been getting back into it as of late. So yeah, I never played RuneScape. I didn't play Roblox was after me. I used to play a lot of Flash games on the computer. Yeah. I go back to some of those Flash games now if some of them are still available. And it's just like, wow, this game is terrible. There was this fun Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends game where you just do chores. Why do I feel like that's such a genre for today's games, though? You just run around and do a bunch of chores in certain games for other people. It's like, what the hell? I love Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That was such a good show. That was one of my favorite cartoons. That was such a good show. I might have to rename this stream to the Nostalgia Stream. Oh, shoot. Damn it. I also used to play a bunch of old computer games and stuff like Risk 2. I played that. Panzer General, Empire Earth, and Empire Earth 2. Of course, those were just a bunch of strategic games my dad would play, and I enjoyed playing them. That's why I like to play strategic games now. Like, I'll play Civ, and I'll still play Empire Earth. I still like to play that. And I'll still play Risk every once in a while. I want to play Flash games now. Oh, you should go play some Flash games, Jovi. They're good. They're good fun. Although they, I bet you most of them won't be as fun as you remember them being. At least that's what it'd probably be for me. I would beat you at Risk? Dude, oh, I don't know. I used to play a lot of Risk. The Risk that's out now by Hasbro is terrible, but like Risk 2, that's a good game. On like Windows 98, that's a quality game. Now I want to play Risk 2. I miss Windows 98. Windows 98 and Windows 98, Windows 2000, and Windows XP. It's golden age of Windows. Although Windows 7 was really good too. Windows 7 was very good. Windows 8, terrible. Windows 10, great. Windows 11, it's not bad. My computer wants me to update. Microsoft keeps telling me that I have a free update for Windows 11. I'm like, no, I like Windows 10. I'm staying on Windows 10. I don't like Windows 11. Maybe if I had a Mac, I would like it more, but it's too much like the Mac. Although I don't even think it's like the Mac that much. I did say though, that if I ever got another laptop, it would be a MacBook. Do I ever plan to get another laptop? Not right now, but maybe eventually. Maybe I'll need it one day. Sometimes I wish I had it for just iPods and stuff, and iTunes and all that. I have kind of thought about it for that, but I don't think I get enough old iPods for that. Because a lot of them, at least two I've had, were both formatted for Mac, so I had to wipe them. Which I was kind of sad about. Although I still do have the hard drive for one of them. That's not wiped, so it's a good drive. It's only a 30 gig drive, but it's a good drive. The battery in that iPod though was dead, so I had to replace that. I didn't put down these two pieces. This is what I get. I think we're only getting to 2 bags today. I'm talking too much. I'm trying to decide if I want to go to see Knock at the Cabin at the movies later. Is that like a horror movie? I don't know. I haven't gone to the theater in a while. I haven't been keeping up with new releases. It sounds like a horror movie. The next movie I'm gonna go see in the theater is either the Mario movie or the Indiana Jones movie that comes out this summer. I don't know which one comes out first, but whichever one comes out first is the one I'll go see first. But I do plan to see both of them. New M. Night Shyamalan movie. Okay. Yeah, you go watch your horror movie. I don't really care. Horror movies aren't for me. I can play horror games to a point, Like Resident Evil, awesome. I can play that. I don't like RE7 or RE8 though. That's too much. Like 1 to 6 is good for me. 7? No. 8? No. I can handle 1 to 6. And I guess you can throw in 0 in there as well. Although that one is... And you can throw in Code Veronica as well. My favorite RE game behind RE3R. Freaking love that game. If you didn't know, Resident Evil 3 Remastered is my favorite Resident Evil. With RE4 being a close second, but instead it's RE Code Veronica. Why I like Code Veronica, I don't know. It's just so terrible in its own way. I mostly just want movie theater popcorn. I haven't had movie theater popcorn in so long. Every time I go to the movie theater though, I never get popcorn. I usually get like a drink and I'll just bring my own candy in like a coat pocket or something. RE4 Remake comes out next month. Oh, I'm thinking about getting it. I might get it. I don't know. I don't know. I never really played RE4 that much, but I've always enjoyed watching it. But I'm kind of thinking about getting it. It would just be something to play on my own, but you should get it. Oh. Tovi, I have to financially recover after getting Forbidden West, okay? It plays a lot like RE3R. Well, I know it looks really similar to it. Okay. I don't know if I love RE3R so much that it's just a really good game, or that I just love Jill Valentine. I don't know. Because I really like Jill Valentine. Like, oh, such a good character. You were almost a Jill sandwich. One of the best parts about the original RE. You were almost a Jill sandwich. So good. I remind you of Barry? Really? I remind you of Barry? Oh, I don't know if I should be offended or... Oh, thanks, Barry. You were almost a Jill sandwich. Something like that. I like Barry. Such a good character, though. Gosh dang, it's already 3:30. Jeez. I didn't realize it was already almost 3:30. Yeah, we're definitely only... Oh. We'll see. Why am I so slow? It's because I'm too busy talking. That's why. I'm too busy talking. But this stream isn't meant to be building fast. It's meant to be about enjoying the build. Which I do. A likely excuse. Look, Jovi. How about you try building a Lego set and talking at the same time? How about you try it? You'll make all the mistakes I make. Because you're too busy talking. I'd like to see you try it. Let's see you do better. What is this supposed to be? Maybe I will, and blindfolded. Have fun with that. No thanks. Like, you'd have to be like super familiar with the instructions. Like, you just have to be really familiar. I feel like, to be able to do that. To be able to build a set blindfolded. Jovi, I want you to go right now. Go to the store and get a Lego set and send me a video of you trying to build it blindfolded. Heck, I'll even get the same set. And I'll try it. And we'll have a competition to see who does better. Or maybe you just need to get good. Sorry, that's just not me. I'm just not good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you. What is this? Here, looks really good so far. I'm just joking. Okay, I see you. I'll show you how it looks at the end. I'll move my phone and we'll take a good look around. I think this looks great, and this is gonna look amazing on display when it's done eventually. We'll get there eventually. One day. It takes longer to build things on stream. So it was just fun to threaten and challenge you. You threatening me? Are you threatening me, Jovi? So is it going on there? Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a little desk. I see. Okay, that makes sense. It's a little desk. You might be threatening me. Oh, and this is supposed to be a telephone. Ah. Kind of cool. Looks pretty cool. Then we gotta build. I don't know where these are. Oh, they're supposed to be here. I suck. What is this supposed to be? Like a little... I don't even know what that's supposed to be. A little lamp or something? I don't know. Do we do, Jovi, do we do a bag 7? Bag 7 is looking like this. It's 2 small bags, and then a bunch of kind of medium pieces. Fresh start with bag 7 next week. Okay, we can do that. Either one. I'm thinking next week's stream might be on YouTube, or it'll be on Twitch. I don't know yet. And I also might have to do a next week's stream at a different time. It might end up being later in the evening, because I might be busy next Saturday afternoon. Well, we'll see. I'll figure it out. But the next stream might be on YouTube. I don't know yet. I might try it out and see how it goes. We'll see. But let me do one last good look around, and I'll show you what the progress looks like. Okay. So, we got the nice lights on the stage. That's new. Obviously, we got the interior still, a little pizza shop over there. Got some minifigs over here. Then we got these awnings as well, which I think look a really nice piece of detail. Got the little Taylor sign. Got the ticket booth. No stickers. Gotta remember, no stickers in this whole set. Not a single sticker. All printed pieces. So yeah, I got the nice little ticket down there. Little door there. And then the start of the second floor, which I'm not quite sure what this is gonna be yet. But we'll see. I have a feeling this is gonna be a railing, probably. I don't know. This is a desk, obviously, with a phone here, and it looks like a lamp. I don't know. I don't quite know what this is gonna be. I know up here is a tailor shop, so it might. That's might be what it is. This might be the working area or something like that. I know it's going to be like something like this. Like that's where it's going to go. So we'll see. I don't quite know what it's going to be yet. But yeah, that's the progress so far. We'll start bag set with bag 7 next week. Yeah, so far it's so yeah. Whoa. Look at my terrible camera angle. There. That'll work. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there for today. And we'll be back hopefully next Saturday, maybe at a different time, maybe on YouTube instead, we'll see. But yeah, until then, everyone have a great weekend, and have a great week, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye-bye.